that you let us to continue one more day to have our faith with us intact, to worship you. For that, a mu'min, a believer, waking up not to go to work, not for this dunya, but waking up to worship the Lord and to say thank you, Ya Rabbi. This ni'mat, the ni'mat of Islam, you have not given to millions of people. And although so much wrong we're doing in our daily lives, you are still giving it to us. For that we're thanking you, and we're thanking the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Without his mercy and intercession, without us being in his ummah, we would be in trouble a long time. Do that. Make yourself to think that priority before you go to sleep night. Wake up. Say, Ya Rabbi, here I am for you. Those words of Labaik, it is not supposed to be one time in your life that you go to Baytullah to say Labaik. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, oh my servants, answer. In reality, who is saying, here I am? Who is saying Labaik? You or Allah? Understand this properly. So far as weak servants, just to have that intention every morning, it cleans you up. Why we're lying on our right side, right before we call the Kamat, is another lost tradition, lost sunnah to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. He has millions, thousands, millions of traditions. It used to be part of our lifestyle, but now it's not. It's contained in books, and then the ummah is busy fighting with each other, bickering. Is this right? Is this wrong? Is this this? Is this that? But nobody is practicing. Meanwhile, the sunnahs of shaitan and the sunnahs of the mushrik creep into our lives, into our blood system, into our children, and nobody is saying anything. Saying when you lay down on your right side, from earth, we are created, from earth we are going to return. Reciting that ayat and saying, Ya Rabbi, raise me in Iman. And as you're saying that, you get up and you call the Kamat to worship Allah. That is practice of our death. People talking Sufi so much. No one is really practicing too much. Die before you die. You do that for every Fajr. That is preparation for death. You lie on your right side because you are dead. But we want to be just like that, to lie on the right side for one split second and to get up on Judgment Day to say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Not Allahu Akbar, not Nafsi, Nafsi. You understand? It's okay, even if you don't feel like it, but because you're doing the sunnah, you get the blessings too. So, shukr, alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure is hidden. You don't know whether it's a small thing that you are doing to give that stray cat, hungry, thirsty cat, some water that is going to give you his pleasure, his rida, or conquering the whole world and making everyone to become Muslim. You don't know which one it is. You have to chase after it, inshallah. But sincerity is important. Assalamu alaikum. This is for me first, and then for anyone who wants to listen. Good morning. Anything anyone wants to say? Any questions? Bismillah. Any dreams? Anyone who is sick, we have to go visit. Anyone who is dead, we have to bury. Inshallah, in Luther nobody dies. Yeah. Come on. Anything else? You say? Any questions? Yes. Yes.
Talking about say something very basic, they always respond with such pleasure and appreciation.
Yes.
Every time it surprises them. Even though they know that's my job, I get paid for it, they still go out of the way to tell me how appreciative they are. And it really surprises me each time where that's coming from, given the difficulties they go through.
Showing a few things. How their hearts are thirsty for some light, some kindness. And all kindness is coming from Allah. That they're not getting it. When you don't get that kind of nutrition, your heart will die. Forget about ilm or spirituality. If ilm and spirituality is not making you to give charity, and it's specific, the Holy Prophet ﷺ could have said something else, but he said, a smile, even a smile is charity. This is goodwill. You don't even have that, you're no good for nothing. You can be a hafiz of not one book, 104 books that Allah said. You're no good for nothing. And every prophet, he sat with the people, he ate with them, he laughed with them, he cried with them. It's not just sitting. He did not. High podium, thousands of people. Islam is community. We speak so much about the ummah, but it is also a community. It is unthinkable now if I say every day we should be doing this. How impossible it is. We have work, we have this, we have that. But 1,400 years, this is what we did. And we conquered the whole world. What are we conquering now? Nothing. Cannot even conquer our ego. But just to come, or Fajr, everyone to come together. The men, especially. Women, they have so much work they have to do. Leave them. The men to come, to pray together, to look at each other, to give salams to each other. How nice it is to wake up in the company of believers before you have to take the subway, before you have to meet dead-faced people going to work. You understand? All those things, it takes light away from you. But you start with that. That's why in the old days they say two things. A man must come for Fajr and a man must pray for Isha. And if a man does not come for Fajr and Isha, if they don't see them for 3 days, they say he's a munafiq, known munafiq. So the man to come, to pray, to ask each other, how are you? I'm okay. Are you sure? Yes, I'm okay. I'm here. Joke around. It takes away lightness. It takes away heaviness. It gives you lightness. Do you need to study for 10 years to do this? No. Do you need to study for 10 years to do this? But this is basic. This is living the sunnah. This is taken away. The lifestyle is taken away. The knowledge is there, but lifestyle is. If it's not in your life, it's no good for nothing. No? So yes, especially these young ones, because the heart now, the heart is the throne of Allah. It will not be satisfied with anything else. You can throw Jannat in there, it will not be satisfied. Because it is the throne of Allah. Everyone's hearts. That is not for Muslims' hearts only. Everyone's hearts. So how you are going to represent the Holy Prophet, especially giving the time and the place and the situation. Holy Prophet is Tabib al-Qulub. He is the doctor of the hearts. Those ones who are following him must have a little bit of this skill too. To know, this one is not doing so good. This one is like this one is like that. He's feeling sad, I must do something. This is not only charity, this is required of me as a human being. And especially in these days, because there's so much curse that is coming down from the heavens. And it's hitting everywhere, but especially hitting people in the West and hitting the young. That there's an emptiness that is there that cannot be filled up, and they don't know why. And this emptiness is making them to self-destruct. They have everything. They have friends. They have social media. They have everything, but they don't have Allah. But how are you going to reach to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We're not Wahhabis or the Yahudis who say we reach to Allah but we kill our prophets. did you reach? If you are not going to the friends of Allah, 1400 years, people were going to the friends of Allah. They pray and they go to Maqam. The Maqam is right next to the Jami. That is a friend of Allah. Don't think they are dead. This is Ayatul Karimah. You go there, they are in Allah's presence. You open your hands, you don't know nothing. You're filled with dirtiness. You open, they are friends of Allah. They're not going to turn you away. How much lightness will come to you? Then you can bear the weight of this world. Otherwise, this world will crush you. The prophets were running away from this world. Am I allowed to make these statements? Every time I'm checking myself 100 times, people are getting twisted my words. It's because they're looking at the dirtiness of this world and dirtiness of the ummah. Positive Yunus, not because they are disobedient, not because they are weak, but they are turning away and saying to Ya Rabbi, this is too much. Positive Musa saying to Allah to destroy his nation. You understand what it means? It's hard, no? So, if you are, there's special hadith for that if you're able to take away heaviness from the believers, so much rewards and blessings will come to you. And it starts with this coming together as a Jama'ah. Doesn't matter if the Muslims are not Muslims, doesn't matter. Pray for them. Represent your Prophet properly. Zikr, nothing can replace it. That's why they want to take away zikr. They say do everything else but don't make zikr. Because Allah is Allah only in the remembrance of Allah, the heart is not satisfaction. So your heart will not be satisfied with everything else. But there's no zikr. Now, if the heart is not remembering Allah, it slowly dies. It will be sick. So those who are making other hearts to remember Allah, that is one of the biggest grants that can be given to you. And it is a favor. Don't think that, of course, I know you don't think that you're doing them a favor. Allah is favoring us to be able to help other people. So be thankful and pray for them. You are here in this country to pay for them, pray for them. To bring them to life to every country. That is one way or another. Anything else? Work today? On Saturday. People only work on June. People work Saturday, then work Sunday. It's okay. It's not okay, but what can we do? We live in the system, yes. Try to get a little bit of good peace. What else we have? Jazz drums. Get the golden chain and read it tomorrow. Any other questions? Don't have questions, have questions. How are you hiding? How's work?
It's good.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.